Hello, I am Dr. Jennifer Honeycutt, and on behalf of the team at Neurosensa, I'm going to demonstrate our Class 2 FDA-cleared medical device. In this demo, I'm going to be primarily focusing on capabilities and applications for human patients and equine. Here with me, I have the Gen 1 device, which we call the P100, and as you can see, it is handheld and portable. Before we get started with the demo though, I want to show you the P200, which you see on the screen, to give you an idea of the future engineering directions we're going to be taking to modernize the look and design of the device. For veterinary applications, we have the V100 and the V200, and just note that they're very similar and have a different sensor tip with prongs that allows us to get to the animal's skin through fur and hair. So as I said, I'm going to be focusing on the human and the vet applications, but know that the use cases for this technology are many, as can be seen here. And each generation of these medical devices utilizes the same technology. They measure skin conductance in nanosiemens, resulting in an objective assessment of sympathetic nerve function. This correlates to pain and provides patients and providers a method of validation of the patient's pain experience. Think of it like a stethoscope. We use this device to scan someone on the surface and then use the information to determine if the patient needs further evaluation. So in order to visualize the data, we have developed a proprietary software that shows the results in an easy and accessible format, as can be seen here. These heat maps show increased activity as indicated by more red, reflecting increased conductance in the area that is being scanned. So now I'm going to demo the collection on myself using the software and the device that I have here, but I'll also show you the outcomes tracker as well as the patient progress tab. Okay, here we have the software and I have the device in my hand. I'm going to turn on the device and then connect it to the software via Bluetooth. And just like that, it is connected. I am going to collect on myself. I've already loaded up myself as a patient and put myself in as a left bicep issue. Now, I do not have a bicep injury, but just for purposes of this demo, I'm going to scan my own bicep so that you can see it right here and follow along with the software on the screen. So here is the body model. I am going to select the left bicep just as I said and submit. And just like that, we are ready to scan. You just tap the device on the patient's skin, nice and gently. All their job is to relax. You might hear a beeping in the video, and that is the device telling you that it has collected at that point. And just like that, we have the scan. Now, as you see, my heat map is mostly green. Again, I do not have a bicep injury or condition, so this is exactly what we would want to expect. Now, I am going to show you a patient case. So this is a patient that actually did have a shoulder injury, and we scanned them over time. And this is the outcomes tracker. This is exactly what we would want to see as someone is recovering from their shoulder injury. The numbers have decreased over time. And when we look at the report, when this patient first came in, you can see red right away. And there was actually red on both sides. They had been compensating and had quite a bit of pain in both sides, as demonstrated here. And by the time that we saw them at the final collection, very quickly you can see that it is mostly green, and this is reflective of their shoulder injury recovering over time. So we of course have this set up for equine applications as well. So now I'm going to do a collection, or at least set one up to show you what this looks like for a horse. So this is going to be an anonymous collection. I'm going to select horse here. We also have several templates. These are the ones that we have created and have loaded, but the provider could make their own, anything that's applicable to their clinic or patient population. So I'm going to select knees, as the knees are going to be a popular scan on the horse. These are bilateral front and right and left knees. Submit, and as you can see, just like that, we are ready to collect on this horse. You can see the body of the horse here. Now back on the home screen, I'm going to show you a horse case. So here we have our horse Pony Ma. And when I select their right rib condition, first you'll see the outcomes tracker, and again you'll see those numbers decrease over time, which is precisely what we would want to see. When we click on reports, we can look at the first collection, and we see in the heat map on this horse that there is red. And as we scanned the horse at the last collection, mostly green, numbers have decreased, and again, this is what we would expect to see. Now, I'm going to come back to the home screen and show you a different case of a patient where we can really see the patient progress. This is Steve. This is one of our patients that we have been scanning. He had a posterior neck issue, more so upper back. He had some really terrible trigger points. Maybe you felt those nagging points in your back, especially if you have bad posture. We scanned him twice, and again, we saw the numbers decrease over time. This patient had started acupuncture treatment, so we wanted to see the effects of that. And if we go to progress, this is where we can see the interaction of the device data with the data that the patient is reporting. So thank you so much for tuning in, and please let us know if you have any questions about the device or the software.